representatives present at this meeting: Mr. Bonaventure Onwuje, representing the Nigerian Exchange Limited; Mrs. Yetunde Odetayo, representing the external auditors, Deloitte and Touche; Ms. Amaka, the representative of the Securities and Exchange Commission; our registrars, Cardinal Stone registrars, they've spoken to you before; and yes, we are still expecting the representative from CSC. The management of your company are also present here at this meeting. Can they stand up for recognition? They are very busy running around. I also wish to announce that in compliance with Section 109 of the Companies and Allied Matters Act 2020, the Register of Directors' Holdings will be available for inspection at this meeting. To facilitate the smooth conduct of our meeting, I would request that those who wish to speak should indicate by a show of hands. Please, when called upon to speak, state your name audibly and clearly before you make your comments. May I call on Ms. Irene Chukukelu to read the notice convening the meeting.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. To our distinguished shareholders, notice is hereby given that the 54th Annual General Meeting of Royal Exchange PLC will be held at Darlington Hall, plus CDE Industrial Crescent, off Town Planning Way, Ipeju, Lagos, on Friday, November 17, 2023 at 10 o'clock a.m. in the forenoon to transact the following businesses. Number one, the ordinary business, to lay before the meeting the consolidated financial statements of the group for the year ended December 31st, 2022, together with the reports of the directors, the audit committee, and the auditors thereon. 2, to re-elect directors. 3, to appoint independent auditors. 4, to authorize the directors to fix the remuneration of the independent auditors. 5, to disclose the remuneration of managers. 6, to elect shareholders as members of the statutory audit committee. Special business. To consider and if thought fit to pass the following resolution as special resolution. Alteration of the Articles of Association. 7A. That clause 38 of the General Meeting clause of the Articles of Association of the company be altered by substituting the words, a general meeting to be known as the annual general meeting shall be held once in every calendar year at such time, not more than 15 months after the month of the last preceding annual general meeting, and place as may be determined by the directors. With a new clause, a general meeting to be known as the annual general meeting shall be held once in every calendar year at such time, not more than 15 months after the holding of the last preceding annual general meeting, and venue as may be determined by the directors. 7B. That Articles 41 of the General Meeting clause of the Articles of Association of the company be altered by substituting the words, the time and place of any meeting shall be determined by the convenience of the meeting, and all statutory and annual general meetings shall be held in Nigeria, with a new clause. The time and venue of any meeting, whether physical, virtual, or hybrid, shall be determined by the convenience of the meeting, and all physical and hybrid statutory and annual general meetings shall be held in Nigeria by the order of the board. Thank you. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you, Ms. Chukukelu. And before we proceed to the first item on the agenda, I am delighted to present to you the chairman's statement contained at pages 15, 16, and 17 of the annual report. And thank you so much. Thank you, distinguished shareholders. I'm so grateful. The first item on the agenda is to lay before the meeting the consolidated financial statements of the group for the year ended 31st December 2022, together with the report of the directors, the audit committee, and the external auditors thereon. You have all received the annual report and financial statements for the year ended December 31st, 2022, together with the report of the external auditors and the audit committee thereon. And I take it that we have read the reports. I would now like to formally lay before the meeting the annual report and the financial statements for the year ended December 31st, 2022, together with the report of the directors, the audit committee, and the external auditors. The original accounts and copies duly signed are available at this meeting for verification. I now call on the representative of the external auditors to read the report of the external auditors to the members. Mrs. Odetayo.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and good morning once again, distinguished shareholders. I would like to crave your indulgence. The audit reports can be found on pages 40 to 44. I'll crave your indulgence to take the first two paragraphs and the last one. Thank you. So independent auditors report to the shareholders of Real Exchange PLC, report on the audit of the consolidated and separate financial statements. Our opinion, we have audited the consolidated and separate financial statements of Real Exchange PLC and its subsidiary set out on pages 26 to 126. Which comprise the consolidated and separate statement of financial position as of 31st December 2022, the consolidated and separate statement of profit or loss, and other comprehensive income. The consolidated and separate statement of changes in equity, the consolidated and separate statement of cash flows for the year ended, a summary of the significant accounting policies, and other explanatory notes. In our opinion, the consolidated and separate financial statement give a true and fair view of the consolidated and separate financial position of Royal Exchange PLC as of 31st December 2022 and its consolidated and separate financial performance and consolidated and separate cash flows for the year ended in accordance with the International Financial Reporting Standard, the requirements of the Company and Other Matters Act 2020 and the Financial Reporting Act 2011. Based on our opinion, we conducted our audit in accordance with standards, international standards on auditing. Our responsibility under those standards are further described in the auditor's responsibility for the audit of financial statements section of our reports. We are independent the group and company in accordance with the ethics of professional accountants, including international independent standard and the other independent requirements applicable to performing audits of financial statements in Nigeria. We have fulfilled our other ethical responsibility in accordance with the ISBA code and other ethical requirements that are relevant to our audit of the consolidated financial statements in Nigeria. We believe that the audit evidence we have obtained is sufficient and appropriate to provide a basis for our opinion. Reports on other legal and regulatory requirements. Agreement with the books of accounts and returns. During the year, the group contravened certain sections of the Security and Exchange Commission guidelines and circular. The details of the contravention and the related penalties are disclosed in note 45 to the financial statement, and this report is signed on behalf of Deloitte and Touche by my humble self and dated 11 September 2023. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Odotayo. I now call on Haja A.S. Kudaisi, the chairperson of the Audit Committee, to read the reports of the Audit Committee to the members.
Good morning. The regulatory authorities, members of the board, members of the audit committee, distinguished shareholders present here in this hall. My name is Alaja Ayodele Kudaisi. The report of the audit committee is on page 39 of the annual account you are holding. I now read. In compliance with section 404 subsection 7 of the Companies and Allied Matters Act 2020, called the Act, we, the member of the audit committee, have reviewed and considered the financial statements of the company for the year ended December 31st, 2022, and the reports thereon are confirmed as follows. A. The accounting and reporting policies of the company and group are in accordance with the legal requirements and agreed ethical practices. B. The scope and planning of both the external and internal audits for the year ended 31st December 2022 were satisfactory and reinforced the group's internal control systems. C. We have reviewed the findings on management matters in conjunction with the external auditors and are satisfied with the responses of management thereon. The company's system of accounting and internal controls were adequate. E. After due considerations, the committee accepted the report of the auditors that the financial statements were in accordance with ethical practices and international financial reporting standard, IFRS. The committee therefore recommends that the financial statement for the year ended 31st December 2020 and the auditor's report thereon be presented for adoption by the company at the annual general meeting. This report was dated 4th of September 2023, signed by my humble self. Other members of the audit committee, please, as I mention your name, just stand up and take a bow. Mr. T. Olawuyi, member, shareholder. Mr. B. Akinsolu, member, shareholder. Chief A.I. Udigbe, SAN, member, director. Mr. A.A. Ojora, member, director. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Alaja Kudaisi. I shall be pleased to receive any questions you may have on the reports and financial statements for the year, together with the profit and loss accounts for the year ended December 31, 2022, and the report of the auditors thereon, now before the meeting. If you have any questions. Please, go ahead.
Chairman, before you came, we had an interim chairman. And if you are late for 24 minutes, I don't think you should just come and take over power. Huh? I thought you should have offered an apology and say, I came late for so and so reason. That is the way you'll be showing us respect. So I'll be hoping that you offer the apology. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
First of all, Mr. Nono, you're quite in order with what you've said. I would like to apologize. I had actually intended to apologize, but I just felt that let things just flow, and then at the time I'll apologize. But now you've mentioned it, I apologize to you. I do respect my shareholders, very much so. I do respect my shareholders, and I had an unforeseen situation. I did not want to delay this meeting. So I asked my fellow board members to just fill in for me. Thank you very much, Mr. Idigbe, SAN, and I hope that it's okay if I can take over. Thank you very much. Thank you. Please, can you just, if you just mind, I'll get back to you if I just can continue to a point that's important. If you have any questions, it will help that to ensure we give the right answers. If you could refer to the page of the annual report and accounts to which the question relates. That's if the question is relating to the annual report. But Madam, you can, since you have an observation, let me listen to you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. My name is Mrs. E.O. Obude, the National Coordinator of ACOF Shareholder Association. Sir, the annual report, I got it here. The company secretary was at the flour mills coming with the annual report that we asked her. We want an annual report. He said he has a particular. So, there are a particular person, we too are not shareholders, or there is people. I think we should give time for this AGM to start, because I don't understand. This comment says 21 days. So why is it that a particular shareholder, a particular association, my association is registered, incorporated. So please, let's adjourn this meeting. Let's adjourn this meeting, because I got it here and people got it, and the families, which company secretary said no, that he cannot. Sir, I want to know why. Maybe we should give time, because the command said 21 days. I got it here, and even I took 10 or 15 minutes with my condition before they can give me outside.
Sorry, please, what's your name again, madam? Okay. Please, can you please, first of all, we're not in the business of handing out these annual reports. The registrars, I'm not trying to put blame on them, but if you can take this on with the registrars, I don't think it's something that should be brought to this meeting. I'm sorry about that, but I don't think so. Please, question? Please, can you announce your name? Yes, clearly, and your shareholder association before you ask the question.
Thank you, our amiable chairman, but it will authority and social. Good morning. My name is Tujili Bamidele. I'm the National President of Starlight Shareholder Association of Nigeria.
I'm so sorry. This microphone isn't very. Sorry, your name is Mr.
Thank you, our chairman.
Sorry, what's your name?
Tunji Bamidele is my name. Tunji Bamidele is my name. President of Starlight Shareholder Association of Nigeria, member of G8 Shareholder in Africa. All the way from Oyo State, Nigeria. Permitting my chairman, it is a privilege for me to be here this morning, and I will sincerely appreciate the chairman and board member for the meeting to be coming up today. Whatever that is going on is a part of the game. My chairman, with humility, I have few observations that I want to tailor before the board. Sir, page 4 of this report speak about the profile of this company. The company existed since 1918, commenced operation 2021. If you can look at that 201 till now, page 4, profile of the company. The company is about 102 years to date. And my observation is this: 102 years of this company is not a joke. 102 from the existence of the time to now is not a joke. We need to appreciate people that are governing the operation up to this standard. But my area of concern is this: in our adage of our elder or our parents, they are looking at the future. Who we inherit all what we are living for. Now, for 102 years, we are looking at the situation of this company as of today. My chairman, we are scared about the situation of this company. Why? If you are looking at the accounts or chairman statement, page 17, you give us brief of what's going on and the position of the company. But my concern is this: if you look at the area we provide, operation of the company, we observe that the company disposes some subsidiary, and we would like to know what you use that resources you get from that disposable. What are you using it for? Secondly, we observe that your expenses increasing from 227 to 488 within a year, 2001 and this today. We need better explanation why thing is on that side. And then if you look at the page 40, the external auditor report, they call our attention to uncertainty and emphasis of the matter. What are you planning? What is in your pipeline for us to have a future that is being returned? Because I'm a professional. I don't want to deal with account, but the future of this company, the future is we are scared. What do you have in plan for the future for us to have return on our investment? Many people are aged and they are expecting return on their investment. What is your pipeline? Secondly, we are looking at a long-time interest. You are forming an ORCO, but it looks like we are confusing in certain area, because what people know Royal Exchange is insurance, and at the level of your insurance, you are diverse to this level that people don't even know the direction where we are going. My chairman, we need, what is our hope for this? And the area of the growth and focus. Now, the resources we get from all the disposable subsidiary, we want to know exactly how you utilize that proceeds. Now, lastly, forgive other people's space. What likely the time will get return our investment? We want to know. And if you are increasing the expenses from 227 million to 488, according to your chairman's statement, We, on the other side, we are expecting return on our investment. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you. Please, can you have the lady over there, please? The lady in front, in black.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good morning, Mr. Chairman, other board members here present. The regulatory authorities here present, my fellow distinguished shareholders, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Barrister Adetutu Shinobola. I'm the president of Highly Favored Shareholders Association. Mr. Chairman, I have some observations, comments, questions, and suggestions on Royal Exchange PLC 2022 annual report and accounts. With your kind permission, I will quickly run through them. On page 5, results at a glance. Although I'm aware that the company is undergoing some transformation on its new strategy, and such transformation will take some time before yielding, I would like to know how soon the yield will start manifesting. From page 18 to 20, attendance at boards and boards committee meetings is good but can be better. On page 32, item 4.2, directors' interest in shares. I observe that 3 out of 5 directors listed have our shares attached to their names directly or indirectly in the year under review. This is commendable. Please keep it up. On the same page 32, item 5.1, major shareholdings. Observe that we have 4 major shareholders, with the minority shareholders in our company in the year under review. I would like to know who is representing the minority shareholders in our board. On page 45, consolidated statement of financial position. Trade receivables under assets reduced from 17.02 million naira to 0 in the year under review. This is highly commendable. I observe that no figure was recorded on trade payables under liabilities in the year under review. This is commendable as well. Lastly, I observe that we have not utilized this annual report judiciously to advertise all our products. We should do so going forward, at least to showcase our product to the world. Thanks, and God bless you richly for this opportunity, Mr. Chairman. I appreciate.
Thank you very much, Ms. Bala. Please, the gentleman in blue. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good morning, the board. Good morning, my fellow colleagues, the regulator present. The name is Ibu de Moses. I'm the current National Coordinator of Independent Shareholders Association of Nigeria. Today, thank you very much, because we are doing the right thing. We don't see tax. We always move around and make sure that we follow the good public governance as we preach. Thank you. Now, speaking seriously, to the account and equally to the industry we are operating and the economy at large. When I think about Nigeria economy, the way it's going, it's disheartening. As we are many here, if you observe very well what has been going on, we have entered a situation where the minority shareholders are endangered species. And if we are not very careful, in a short while,
you won't see us attending meetings, because one, as they are doing it, everything is going to virtual meeting now. They love us. That is why they didn't put in virtual. They call 2, 3, 4 people. Now what? They will pass the resolution. So we are in a very tight sheet, and that is why we need to put our acts together. Putting our acts together means that we have to rethink our position. Then we have to really decide to form a working relationship, partnership with our board in order to drive our business. We must have a mutual understanding between the two, shareholders and the board. If not, the way we are going, in a short while, you will see that no company who want to run business the way business is run will be listed on the exchange. We are seeing the sign. Now, speaking to the account, this account is historical. We are facing a lot of challenges in the industry, as company. Now, the first speaker said, what is the way forward? What are we going to do? The other time we were here, we approved right issue or raising money. Please, Chairman, can you explain to the House what is the position of that? What are we doing? Because it's very essential for we to know the direction. Now, another thing is, in Nigeria today, they are doing business. Versus management, you have this, you have that, you have that. Economy is not being done. To do as a company is to do what other businesses or other insurance until better. So that to sustain the tempo until things get better. You see, these people have been with the company for a long time. They believe that they can do it. They believe that we can wait. That is why they are still with you. So I will appeal to them that when the right comes, try your best to take your right. Don't look at that, oh yeah, they are not paying, you are paying. No, you must maintain your percentage. If we don't maintain our percentage, it will be easier for us then to buy us off. That is your partnership with them. That is what we have come to realize over the years. And on your own part, please, if we place our confidence in you people, do your own part to make sure that these people want to stay with you. That is the only way. And I'm equally appealing to our people also to use every opportunity you have to appeal to government, to appeal to the operator, which is the insurance and all that, so that these rules can be played according to the game. Because the moment You see, one thing that is happening now is that those that go to limited, they can do and cut corners. You don't see their figures, you don't see their books. Those that are quoted can't do it. So you will see that at the end of the day, they will be penalized, they will do a lot of things, they are very careful. But that is why you see that those limited one will do whatever it is to take money business from you, from them. So we are the same page. Please, we need to make sure that you have to take this thing seriously. Otherwise, we will be out of business. That is that one. Secondly, what I'm going to appeal again is that how are we preparing to adjust this new FRS? There's an FRS 17, I think, that is compulsory and that you have to adopt by the end of this year. How are we prepared to make sure that when we do our train and equip ourselves in order for us to work, to be in the same in the page which the regulator want? Again, I am appealing to the government, and if Nikon is here, also that there is no business where these insurance people should not make money, because it should be no premium, no cover. Then if there's no premium, no cover, why are we having challenges? Because there are different people. What we have seen is that many insurance companies are cutting corners, and we should not allow that to happen, so that everybody will play on the same page. Now, if you look at our team, lastly, overcoming challenges, generating growth. Once you have a team of overcoming challenges, you should not be afraid of challenges. So today, I want the board through the chairman and the MD to tell us the strategy going forward to make sure that how we are going to navigate all the challenges we are trying to overcome in order of this business to stand among its peers. We are old, we have experience. We should not, at least over the years, 2 years you have been, those experience should count. And we assure you that wherever we go, we will preach insurance. Wherever we go, we will talk where we need to talk, so that the government and the regulator will help in one way or the other in assisting the company that are facing challenges. We will continue to preach, we will try to engage on behalf of our company. We are partner in progress. Thank you very much once again.
Thank you very much, Mr. Udo. Moses, thank you. The man at the end. The older gentleman. Sorry about that. Yes.
The chairman, board members, regulators here present, my colleagues, shareholders, good morning. My name is Matthew Akinlade, President of Noble Shareholders Solidarity Association. The chairman, I want to commend you for your humility and answering the question on why you came late, and I'm so pleased that you did that. God will continue to strengthen you and make you to take this, our company, to higher level, where it deserves. When I say where it deserves, I believe Royal Exchange deserve to be one of the best companies in the insurance industry, because this company has come a long way. When I started buying share, Royal Exchange was so attractive, and it was one of the company with which I started investing in shares. But today, things are not as what is supposed to be. When I was reviewing this account this morning, when I got it here, and that's another thing I want to mention, that between the company secretary and the registrars, at least major shareholders, we should get copies to them so that they can have a good critique of your financial statement. You didn't do that, and it's not good enough. So please, let's take note of that for the future. Looking at page 5 of the financial statement, comprehensive loss came down from about 1.7 billion in 2021 to 288 million. That is a very good decline in the loss, and we are looking forward to a point where the loss will be eliminated, and like other insurance companies are reporting profits, our company will start reporting profit. There is an area that gives me concern, and that's on page 40, the auditor statements, where they talked about material uncertainty relating to going concern. They mentioned that the accumulated loss is 3.6 billion. Though that's a reduction from 4.3 of the previous year. But how soon are we going to eliminate this retained loss, accumulated loss? Because there's no way that we can start having dividends without eliminating it first. And I also look at the level of operation of Royal Exchange. Royal Exchange should be far, far above their level of operation today. If it's the Royal Exchange that I knew in the past, we have to develop the appropriate strategy to upscale our performance. Very, very important.
Is it the one standing?
There's something the auditor again alluded to in their statement. They talk of decline in net assets. It has gone worse in 2022. The decline was 1.9 billion in 2021. The decline as at 2022 has come up to 2.1 billion. It gives concern, and the auditor mentioned that it gives concern, although the account is not qualified. So we need to work on it and do something about it so that we can bring our business back fully. Another thing I want to mention is the chairman's statement. On page 17, the chairman mentioned expectations for 2023. Essentially, what the chairman mentioned in that place is more or less macroeconomic issues. That is, the issues that affect Nigerian economy generally. I would have loved the chairman to have followed it up with the outlook, the outlook into the future for our own company. Within that weak economy, what are we doing to move us forward? What are we doing to make us to navigate the challenges and be on top of it and return our business to profitability? That's very important. And another thing I want to mention is that our chairman is a non-executive director. So when it comes to the in-depth analysis of the business, I think the chief executive officer of the company, the managing director, will know more in-depth about the operations of the company. And as a result of this, apart from the chairman's statement, I will suggest that going forward, let the managing director give us a report, a short report. A number of companies are doing that nowadays, and you are providing more information to the investing public and other users of financial information. It's going to be very helpful to us. Another thing I want to mention is on page 142, and that's on penalties. And the first one is 9.8 million we paid to NGX for not submitting 2021 annual report in good time. I think we have to guard against that. The previous year it was just 1.56 million, but it's calculated to 9.8. My chairman is on page 142. Page 142. Why should this happen? Why did we have such a delay in submitting our report to the NGX? The other one below it is a penalty for reviewing quarter 1 and 2 of 2022. I don't understand that. For reviewing, is it the company that invites NGX to come and have a review? Then you have to pay them their fee. But if they chose to have a review, why should the company pay that 1.8 million? I think we need to speak to that, to our understanding. The chairman and board member, I want to thank you for the opportunity given to me to speak. I wish our company very well, but I pray that we will develop the right strategy that will take us out of the woods. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Akinade. Mr. Anono.
The chairman, very distinguished fellow shareholders and other directors. For the records, my name's Nona Awo. Chairman, first I want to say that when scientists saw that malaria was a challenge for us in Africa, they went to work and they designed anti-malaria. When challenge between people who have guns and people who don't have guns became a major challenge, again scientists went to work. They designed bulletproof vests, bulletproof car. And interestingly, you also will find that even for those of us who live in the riverine, because of the rates of accident on the water, you now have life jackets, you have floaters and all of that. I can confirm to you that Benson will not have a fall this time, unlike last year, because we have designed anti-fall. So just be calm. No accident will happen. You understand what I'm talking about? But talking seriously to the accounts, I must also thank the speaker before me, especially who are taking time to look at some aspect of our accounts. But the first major one that I want us to decide today, when the requirement for quorum was raised, 3 persons who hold 50% form a quorum as far as Royal Exchange is concerned. But if you look at page 31, 32, and 33, 3 persons can easily have come from the major.
Sorry, so what pages did you say?
Page 32 and 33. If you look at the shareholding there, the majority shareholders can muzzle 50% in 3 persons, which means even without us, they will hold meeting. So my first concern is that, God granting life next year, Royal Exchange must amend that quorum clause, because that certainly is anti-minority shareholders. And it's in this light that I will again want to plead, just like Hebrew de Moses added. When we come for meetings, it's an opportunity for all of us, myself inclusive, to learn. So when we come and what we are doing is largely social, talking to ourselves and leaving the company that we have invested, that can also help to improve our tomorrow. I think it is something that is dangerous. So I will continue to appeal to us as shareholders. Please, after this meeting, if you want to stay here till 4 o'clock and talk about so many things other than the account, I'm sure the fee that they have paid for this hall will accommodate it. So I'm begging us all, let's begin to protect our investments. And you start by protecting your investments when you listen to what other shareholders are saying, but much more importantly, when you also pay attention to what the board and the board members are saying. And it's in that light that I had wished that the company's performance and dividend and bonus will have been as good as the decoration that you have in this hall. If our dividend, our bonus for this year was this beautiful, I'm sure we'll have just come in here, we'll have told you, take a bow, and then we go and collect our dividend. But unfortunately, that is not what it is. So it's in that regard, I'm taking a cue from the fine on page 142. By the way, that fine is not restricted to those 2 years. In the last 9 years, Royal Exchange has had a challenge of late submission. And one of the answers that you usually will give is, oh, because you are multi-regulated. But there are quite a number of other multi-regulated companies who still meet the deadline of submission. So it's something that I think we need to work very strongly on, so that in 2023, you will not have a situation where you are also paying another fine. And to avoid paying fine, if you look at page 39, where you have the audit committee report, that report didn't have the chairman or chairperson of the committee having her number on it. And that itself can cause us some problem. So I want to confirm that something did go wrong and that we are making efforts to correct it. Otherwise, like I said, FRCM will fine us for not indicating that number. The other area I think that you need to talk around much more, in addition to what Chief Akinlade has said, has to do with what you have on page 47, which is also elaborated on page 117. And that has to do with management expenses and other admin expenses. It went up by over 100 million in 1 year. So I think it's important that you speak to it so that all of us will be on the same page. But let me say that each time I see Royal Exchange logo, I find a golden chain linking Royal with Exchange. I think that gold is either rusty or a jackpot. Because if you hadn't jackpot, you are not, there doesn't seem to be any relationship between being royal and what we see in this account. And I'll be sharing this with you. First, if you look at page 27, you have the appointment days for directors. But I'm not sure you remember the day Chief Edigbe was appointed. I'm not sure you remember, because if you did, you probably would have had it on this account. But it's also important to say that on the resolution that you're asking us to pass, when we get there, we need to take a second look at it, because it is rather fluid to the point that the beneficiaries, as to not being able to attend physical meetings, will be the minority shareholders. I don't want to take the time now, but when we get to that place, we'll look at what is possible. But if you then also look at what you have on page 10, if you say this meeting is physical, and then you have an appointed members who we must pass our proxy through, that also gives me some concern into the future. Because if you ask that this meeting is open, why are you asking that you have that list of proxies? That's why I said when we get to the point for the passing of the resolution on page 6 and 9, then we will take a second look at it. But I do know that we sold parts of our investment in microfinance bank. And the fact that we sold at 255 kobo, a price far higher than even the value of the group shares, means that you are lucky to have found somebody who found gold in what we couldn't mind. So I want to commend you in that regard. However, if you look at page 117, it's indicating that directors' sitting and other allowances was nil. However, if you then go to page 140, you find a sum being put there. So I want us to be certain that is correct. Because if you had decided to waive your sitting allowance and other allowances, probably we should commend you. Because if you then relate that to page 141, you'll find that the fees in the range analysis is also indicating that you dropped what you are asking us to pay you. Conflicting, you say, so if you also put proper perspective to that, it will help. But given the fact that you also be asking us to bring additional capital, rights issue, I'm just wondering, because if you look at page 27 and 28, given the holding of minorities and post-privatization, which some of us we are privileged to be part of, Real Exchange has not deemed it fit to have a minority representative on the board. The last time we had should be Chief Theophilus, I can't remember his surname now. Okay, that's the last time we had a minority representatives. So you must make us a promise today, before you collect the money from our purse and bags, that you are going to give us a representative on this board. Because once you collect our money, the chances is you then drive around town in bullion van. We are not likely to be able to stop you on the road. So this is the time, now that you are parked, before you take off, you need to make that commitment that a minority will be on your board, on our board, to also protect our interests. Because if you look at what has even happened for those of you who are major shareholders, each time one person leaves, including the young Ojora, somebody comes in immediately to represent their interests, which means that they know that something needs to be protected. But if you don't consider minorities' interest as being important, then it becomes a challenge. So that is important that you make that commitment. Let me also say that part of my challenge in you asking us for more money is that one of the subsidiaries that we sold, we got the two of them really, one partial, one total. We got over 1 billion naira. 1 billion naira. But if you look at this account, it looks like nothing ever came in. So this itself, I'm saying, to strengthen what Brude Moses have also said, you need to tell us where are we headed, so we then know how quickly we need to also support the right issue. Because if we don't know where we are headed, it will be difficult for us to say that we need to support you. It's on that note that I want to thank you for the opportunity to speak. But I think that one major item is missing, though not on the agenda. Between last AGM and now, we've lost some of our members. And I thought that if we consider this relationship mutually respectful, it will be important that before the end of this meeting, we stand to observe a minute silence for our departed members between the last AGM and now. Once again, thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you very much, Mr. Anol. Thank you. We shall definitely observe that. I'll just take one or two more, and then that is it. Please, can we just have Madam? Thank you. Madam. And then after that, the gentleman next to her.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. My name is Mrs. C.O. Obidei, the National Coordinator of ACT of God Shareholder Association Incorporated. Good morning, everybody. The Regulatory Authority present and my fellow shareholder. Sir, page 2, I saw our mission and vision. I don't still understand the meaning of our mission and vision. I will tell you why later. Page 9. In page 9, sir, the first thing shareholder goes through and look at it in the agenda is dividend. That's item 2. And I'm not seeing it here. I am seeing another thing in item 2. Most of us here are retirees. We are pensioners. We want to eat the fruit of our labor. But in this case, we've not seen anything. Why? Shareholder, as we are seeing us, what matters to us most is dividend. When are you considering the shareholder for dividend? Can I continue?
Yes, please.
When are you going to consider shareholder for dividend, sir? We've started.
Consider shareholders on what, sorry?
For dividend, we have stand at the river waiting for a very long time. We've not seen fish. We want to catch fish. We have not seen it from Royal Estate, sir. We need it. Sir, page 10. This go to legal department. Can I talk?
Yes, go ahead.
It goes to legal department. I don't think legal department have done a great job. Last year we had by proxy. The name of those people are still there. This is physical, and some of these names are not here today. Sir, legal department, they should do something better. Page 11. When we were doing accreditation, they said I should write name on top. I said, why? Why on top? Why that space? Sir, some of these things has to be corrected. Page 26 and 27. Page 26 and 27. Female gender. I'm seeing this annual report. There is no female.
There is no what?
The board of director.
Yes.
No female gender. It's supposed to be 33%, and there is no female gender here. Sir, please put it in consideration. I think we sold some of our property. That is Oshodi. Our office in Oshodi. Sir, as a shareholder, that we sold some of our property, I think we should have a stake from the property, at least in form of token, as being a stakeholder in this company. But we've not seen anything. What is happening? What is going on, sir? That is why I said I saw mission and vision, and I don't understand the mission and vision. Do we have MD? Who is our MD?
Thank you very much.
We have coordinator. There's nothing like coordinator. Maybe it's use of English. I don't understand. Why coordinator? No MD as a company. Since I've been going to AGM, I've not seen coordinator. A group MD will be a group MD. Why coordinator? Can you please, sir, explain to us? Let's know where are we going.
Okay, thank you very much for that. We shall explain that.
Israelite, you are a Moses taking us to a journey, but you did not deliver for us. We need to know. If you need progress, you can go home. This is 360 days, 6 days make a day. You can go home. It is not by force you should come to AGM. It's once in a year. Let's iron this.
Thank you very much.
They get something and they lose for it, and you are saying progress. I don't think you understand what you came to do.
Thank you very much, Mr. Gundemi. Thank you. Please, Mr. Boniface. Please, Mr. Boniface. And then after that, just one more person, please, and then we'll move on. I hope you don't mind. Thank you.
Chairman of Royal Exchange PLC, directors of this great company, eminent fellow shareholder, good morning. My name is Okezia Boniface. Mr. Chairman, I am not going to take our time because the time is fast spent already. Mr. Chairman, I just want to point one or two things out and which the board should go back and look into. A lot of people have said a lot of things this morning, but we thank God, above all, we still have our company. Despite the issue raised by the auditors on growing concern, but I know the board is not sleeping on it. The board is addressing this issue adequately, and that's why we're here today. If the board have not addressing that issue, there wouldn't have been any way for us to hold AGM. But much more, on the right issue, liquidity is the key in this business. Today, this company is not an insurance company. It's a holding company. The Rejig Limited, which is the insurance subsidiary, is the one, if it's doing very well, we're contributing. And for us, if they made profit and paid a lot to the group cannot pay dividend to the shareholders. That is this company that holding AGM now stand for, as a holding company. The Rejig is insurance, the arm of subsidiaries. Mr. Chairman, we need to get these right issues and strategize, reposition this company for us to be making money as an asset management company and trustees. This is what Royal Exchange PLC is doing. And without money, we cannot do most of the things we want to do and achieve. Mr. Chairman, with negative return earning, we cannot talk about dividend until the books are cleaned up completely. Then we can talk about paying dividend to this company. Mr. Chairman, as soon as we end this meeting and go back, let Bob begin to work on the right issue so we can raise money and begin to run this company proper. In a country today, Nigeria, risk-based insurance should what we be looking at. But unfortunately, the regulators are not advising properly. And that's why they can part with money from companies in the name of penalties. The regulators are the problem of companies that Nigeria facing today. They are the worst contributing. Instead of they have to talk how shareholders will go home with dividend, they want to take away from the little we are making. That is not helping us at all. Mr. Chairman, on the notice convened the meeting, notice of annual general meeting, I think the company secretary have done very well, and with the board. It's the board that can convene meeting anywhere, any venue. Today, the company are not going to the franchising shareholders, so no physical or a bridge or virtual meeting. No, it's both combination. So when the meeting is due, it is the board. We say a venue, it could be in the company premises, it could be in whatever, you know. But any person that outside the country can also participate, joining by link to participate in the meeting if the person so wish. And that is good. For us, you know, we will support the agenda, the resolutions, and pass it. So there's nothing anti-shareholder in this resolution today. So whatever it is here is already been doing and been obtainable in the company. So we support the resolution. But my key, why I'm speaking today, is on this right issue. But also, I had also advised the company for making these people here to participate, to take their right. It must have to be appropriate at the right price. If you overprice it, you know, these people who have not received dividend in the past will not be able to partake that right. So if we're able to have our right at the right price, so that everybody will take it up, when it's appreciated, people can sell off without waiting for dividend. That's the way to go. It's the two things that happen in the capital market. By capital appreciation or dividend or bonus. That's the only three things that happen. So if the dividend doesn't come, you can sell your share by capital appreciation. In last year, I think thereabout, the company price went up. So a lot of people also sell to make their money without waiting for dividend. But I pray that RIGIC and other subsidiaries that still remain today should be able to get their bearing right and able to contribute for the group to pay dividend. It is not the board that will run the day-to-day business, it's the management. So the management of this company, our subsidiary must sit up. We need their money, we need their contribution to the group. Otherwise, the group cannot pay dividend on its own. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. God bless all of us.
Thank you very much, Mr. Okezie. Thank you. Just finally. Just the last one, please. Yes, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. My name is Erin Folami Gafar. So I want to know, in specific terms, the strategies that we have in place to turn around the company and to liquidate our negative retained earnings. As at now, as at the date of this report, it was about 3.6 billion. Then, in line with Nigerian Corporate Governance Code 2018, SEC Code and NICON Code, even the KAMA that guides the company, there is no nomenclature, there is no designation that we have as group coordinator. So that should not reflect in our annual report. What is recognized is Chief Executive Officer or Managing Director, not group coordinator. That one can be used internally in the company. Should I come again? MD. So no nomenclature, no designation as such. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Thank you very much. So sorry, I didn't have your name. I didn't have your name, sorry. Your name. Okay. Thank you very much indeed. I think we have, in fact, there was an old, please, Chief, no, the one that's sitting down. I promised him before. Let him just say what he wants to say. Please, that will be it afterwards. Thank you.
Thank you.
This will be the last one. Sorry.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. My greetings to all present, the chairman and the board, the Oyibo on the board, and the regulator.
Sorry, sir. I cannot hear your name.
My name's Bakari Issa Adewale, a shareholder. My concerns are as follows. I have grief, I have headache, I have many pains concerning Royal Exchange. Many people have spoken about the company. When your dad was the chairman of the company, we normally collect dividends. That's Mr. Chief Odogu. So I was privileged to be at the meeting when he was leaving. So in essence, there is time for everything. You have been on the board for about 16 years now. So when are you going to leave, sir? Life is temporary. One, it may sound, and like I told you initially, I said I have heartache, I have pain, I have great concern about the company. If you look at 5 years reports, I can't recollect the page now, 5 years report, the balance for the total asset was about 50 billion. But as of today, it's just 7 billion. And you have been exchanging the subsidiaries, which have been generating the company's revenue. So where are the revenues that you have generated from these subsidiary disposals? One, how are they utilized? Two, they are not seen in the report. They are not reflecting. I can't perceive them in the report. Secondly, if you look at the financial position, page 45, the other liabilities have ballooned from 1.9 billion in 2021 to about 3 billion in 2022. So what's going on in the company? So where is Royal Exchange? Where is Royal Exchange Prudential? Where are all the subsidiaries? What you are seeing now is just a shadow of, I'm sorry, you may not like it, just take it down. I say I have a pain, I have an headache, I have a concern concerning the company. You say, we bought it a long time ago. So please, help us look at what and give us the strategies going forward. Then we need an MD. So that's my concern. And there are many other things which I cannot talk again. But just help us to see how the companies grow. So there is time for everything. Life mass is short. Maximum 100 years. You have spent almost 16 years there now. We are not seeing any progress. So try to do something. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. I think that is it. First of all, I'd like to make progress. Thank you very much. I can see from the questions, the main thing is trying to paint the picture for the future. The main thing is trying to find out what we have done so far and what the future holds. If you recall, 3 years ago, we explained that we were restructuring the company and that it would take time and that it would end up with a rights issue, which we have not yet done. The rights issue is going to come after this. Now, 3 years ago, we started our restructuring process. We brought in an asset manager on the board. He's sitting by me on the right. The macroeconomic challenges, that asset management would be the skill that we need to meander through the challenges. The initial problem that we had, insurance as a business, as lucrative as it is still very much at the initial stages of growth. Underwriting, the environment has been very difficult for underwriting. So what we did was that PLC is a holding company, as Mr. Okezie said, and as Mr. Anono has also said. PLC is a holding company. We hold the stocks 30% stocks of some of our subsidiaries, 40% of the main subsidiary, which is our main cash cow, Regic. We do not conduct any, we don't sell any goods or services. We are a holding company. So we cannot offer dividends if the subsidiaries below are not making money. But what we have decided to do is to hold one of the subsidiaries, one of the subsidiaries called Royal Exchange Finance Company, make it, own it 100%, and through that use it as our, because REFCO has a lot of licenses, through that offer more asset management businesses that will bring in income, and then the profits will be wholly ours, and then also do other third-party asset managements. Am I right? So the future is very rosy. The other thing is that one of our insurance companies, Africa Prudential, was a huge loss for us. Life insurance business was a huge challenge, not just for us, but everybody in the industry. Although it is probably one of the most important businesses and one of the greatest enablers of the economy. But unfortunately, that has proven to be a challenge in this country. We had annuities that were 20, 30-year annuities. Before, under the old accounting method, we were making positive, we were making surplus, and they were doing well. But as a result of IFRS and the interpretation of IFRS, we had to make provisions, 20, 30-year provisions that put our consolidated account in the negative. That was a huge challenge for us. So what we've decided to do is to sell it off. But we have an option to buy 15% by December of this year, if we so wish, if we feel that it's going to add to our bottom line. Now, that has taken a huge burden away from us. As you can see, our net assets have fallen, and our losses are not anywhere near as much as it was before. So, as far as we are concerned, and as you can see, we are positioned for growth. And there is no doubt in my mind that within the next 2 years, you will be smiling. But we cannot get there unless we take this, unless we suffer for a little bit. So please, I can guarantee you, I believe, that in the next 2 years, we will make profits. But we are making very good progress. Thank you. So, to get to some specific points that were made, with regards to the FRS 17 that Mr. Moses mentioned, I'm not aware of that. Sorry, is Mr. Moses here? Okay, he's not here. So, okay. Yes. With regards to FRS 17, we are not aware of that, but we will look into it. Deloitte, as you know, with regards to Deloitte, they are handling our ICFR. They haven't left us fully, but we have a new auditor. I think I can say some other things, but I think I've said the most important thing, which is the way forward. Can we please make progress? Okay, thank you very much. And please, can we keep the noise level down, because it's very difficult to to hear myself as I'm talking. If you can, please, where are the ushers? Ushers, please, can you do your job and ask people to keep the noise level down? Thank you. Thank you very much. There being no further comments and questions, the annual report and financial statements for year ended December 31, 2022, having been presented and members having made comments and notations, we proceed to the next matter on the agenda. The next business of the day is the re-election of directors. Alhaji Ahmed Rufai Mohammed and Mr. Adeyinka Ojara are the directors retiring by rotation. In accordance with the Articles of Association of the company, the directors being eligible offer themselves for re-election. To facilitate the ready conclusion of this business, members here present may wish to pass a resolution for the re-election of the directors retiring by rotation as a single resolution. I now propose that the re-election of Alhaji Ahmed Rufai Mohammed and Mr. Adeyinka Ojara taken together, the two directors retiring by rotation, be by a single resolution. Observation. Okay. No.
Now you want us to approve those of them who are there. You are causing confusion.
With regards to
answer it so we know whether we should support you or not.
I have considered your issue on the minority representation. We also have independent directors, and we will try to consider it at the next meeting. Thank you. I declare I now propose for the re-election of Alhaji Ahmed Rufai Mohammed and Mr. Adeyinka Ojara, the two directors retiring by rotation, by a single resolution. Will the shareholder please second the resolution?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Since you have considered looking at our own side by next year, I hereby support that motion for single resolution. My name is A.K. Chibuzo Emmanuel. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Emmanuel. No. Okay, I now declare the resolution carried. May I now call upon members to indicate by show of hands. Those in favor? Thank you. Those against? Thank you. May I now call on the registrars? Oh, sorry. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Sorry, sir.
He had to move another motion for proper re-election of those two directors. The motion we took now was on single resolution. So you don't have to move another motion for election proper.
Okay. Those in favor? Has been done for the election, by election. Pardon?
That he hereby move.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, that Mr. Jara and Soso hereby re-elected.
Okay, we hereby move that Mr. Ojara and Mr. Ahmed Rufai be elected. Thank you very much. Can we please continue? Thank you very much.
I rise to second that motion, Mr. Chairman. My name is Alaja Salata Iyabode Balogun.
Thank you very much, Alhaja. Thank you so much. Thank you. I therefore declare the resolution. Those in favor? And those against? Thank you. I therefore declare the resolution unanimously carried. The next business of the day is to appoint independent auditors in accordance with Section 401, subsection 1 of the Companies and Allied Matters Act 2020. Section 401, subsection 1 of the Companies and Allied Matters Act 2020 stipulates that every company shall at each AGM appoint an auditor or auditors to audit the financial statement of the company and to hold office from the conclusion of this AGM until the conclusion of the next annual general meeting. I now propose that the firm of Grant Thornton LLP be appointed external auditors to audit the financial statements of the company for the financial year ending December 31st, 2023, and to hold office from the conclusion of this AGM until the conclusion of the next annual general meeting. Will a shareholder please second the resolution? Observation. Mr. Okezie.
Chairman, the auditors who are appointed now, are they here?
I believe they're not here.
Okay. That means the Deloitte are retiring. And I want to seize the opportunity to commend the Deloitte and Touch for the service rendered for this great company. They're a great guy, they're a great company. And anywhere they are.
They're handling our ICFR. But thank you. Will a shareholder please second the resolution?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. My names are Ali Ayanwole Sikiru from Ibadan. I rise to second the motion.
Thank you, Ali. Those in favor? May I now call upon members by show of hands? Those in favor? Thank you. Those against? Thank you. May I now call on... Okay. I hereby appoint the firm of Grant Thornton LLP as external auditors to the audit and financial statement. Thank you very much. Those in favor? Those against? Thank you. I hereby carry this motion carried. Thank you. The next business of the day is to fix the remuneration of the external auditors in accordance with Section 408, subsection A of the Companies and Allied Matters Act 2020 for the financial year ending December 31st, 2023. Section 408, subsection B of the Companies and Allied Matters Act 2020 also stipulates that the remuneration of the external auditors shall be determined by the company in a general meeting or in such manner as the company in a general meeting may determine. I now propose that the directors be and are hereby authorized to fix the remuneration of the auditors for the year ending December 31st, 2023. Will a shareholder please second the resolution?
Thank you, my chairman. The name is Engineer Victor Inyinaya. I second that motion.
So, what's the name?
Inyinaya Victor.
Inyinaya. Thank you very much. May I now call upon members to indicate by show of hands. Those in favor? Those against? I therefore declare the resolution unanimously carried. Thank you. The next business of the day is to disclose the remuneration of the Managers in Royal Exchange PLC. Section 257 of the Companies and Allied Matters Act 2020 stipulates that the compensation of managers of a company shall be disclosed to the members of the company at the AGM. The remuneration of the managers in Royal Exchange PLC is contained under Note 35, page 115 of the annual reports. Members are enjoined to note the following. Thank you. Thank you. The next business of the day is the election of shareholders of the company to the Statutory Audit Committee for the financial year ending December 31, 2023. Section 404, subsection 2 of CAMA 2020 mandates that each public company shall establish an audit committee. Section 404, subsection 3 of the Act provides that the audit committee shall consist of 5 members, comprising of 3 members and 2 non-executive directors. The members of the audit committee are not entitled to remuneration and are subject to election annually. The board has approved that the following observation.
I want to draw the attention of the board to the fact that this annual account, and that's why I tactically raised the question of director's fee. This annual account is silent on director's fee. And if we don't give you approval, you certainly cannot spend. You cannot pay any director any fees. I will want to be educated.
Thank you very much, Mr. Adoro. I understand. If we can please make progress, we will consider. We have considered that. Consider it. Yes, we'll deal with it after the meeting. The board has approved that the following 2 directors should serve on the Statutory Audit Committee for the financial year ended December 31, 2022. They are Chief Sir Dr. Anthony Ikemefuna Idigbe, SAN. And Mr. Adeyinka Ojora. Thank you very much. The company secretary received 68 nominations for the following members to represent the shareholders' interest on the audit committee. Okay. Thank you. The company secretary also received withdrawals from 65 of the nominees, including the withdrawal of one of our serving members, Ayodele Sarat Kudaisi Alaja. Please take a bow. Thank you very much. In view of these withdrawals, 3 nominees stand unopposed, and they are Hello? 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 Can you hear me? Okay. In view of these withdrawals, 3 nominees stand unopposed, and they are Prince Adekunle Olodue. Can you please stand? Thank you. Olaniyi Tajudeen, Olawiyi Tajudeen. and Bekumi, Akinsola, sorry, my company secretary is writing. Mr. Bekumi Akinsola, thank you very much. I now propose that Prince Adekunle Olodun, Olawiyi Tajuddin Alabi, Bekumi Akinsholu be re-elected as shareholders to the Audit Committee of the year ending December 31st, 2023. Will a shareholder please second the resolution? Let's go to the back. Okay, since there's no election, I've been advised there's no need. Very much. Thank you very much. The following three persons are therefore elected to represent the shareholders on the Audit Committee for the year ending December 31st, 2023. Prince Adekunle Olodun, Olawiyi Tajuddin Alabi, and Ms. Bekumi Akinsholu. The Audit Committee, therefore, has the following members: Chief Anthony Dr. Idigbe SAN, Mr. Adeyinka Ojora. Please, can you all stand and remain standing? Prince Adekunle Olodun, Olawiyi Tajuddin Alabi, and Bekumi Akinsholu. Thank you very much. May I also like to thank Alaja Kudaisi for her many years of very wondrous service. We appreciate you, madam, and we pray that you have a very good, meaningful and good retirement. Thank you very much for the many years. Please, we'll all give her a round of applause.
Good afternoon, distinguished shareholders. I want to say a big thank you to the Board of Royal Exchange for being accommodating. I only pray, and my only prayer for them is that as they are there, they will take this company that is known for over 60 years, they will take it to the desired level that everybody will be proud of, that all the people that succeed in this company, they will live to reap the fruit of their labor. And I'm praying for all the shareholders too. I appreciate all of you, and I'm grateful. God will be with all of you. God will bless all of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, madam. Thank you. The next business of the day is to consider and pass the following as special resolutions. That clause 38 of the general meeting clause of the Articles of Association of the company be altered by substituting the words "a general meeting" to be known as the annual general meeting shall be held once in every calendar year at such time, in brackets, not more than 15 months after the following of last preceding annual general meeting. And place as may be determined by the directors, with a new clause. A general meeting to be known as the annual general meeting shall be held once in every calendar year at such time, in brackets, not more than 15 months after the holding of last preceding annual general meeting, and venue as may be determined by the directors. Will a shareholder please second the resolution? Please, let's go to the end. To the woman there, yes, yes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. My name is Shofola Mary Joke. I second the motion.
Thank you. Madam? Observation.
Mr. Chairman, my name is Oludewa Thorpe.
So what's your name?
My name is Oludewa Thorpe.
Oh?
My name is Oludewa Thorpe. Thorpe as in cable top of the Mr. Chairman, I looked at this resolution and what was there and what we are proposing to change it to. And I must say that there's only one word that changed, that I can see that has changed in the two. One is, the first one, the main had place, and the new one has venue. There must be something else that is making you want to change, that you don't want to tell us. Please let us have the secret. There must be a reason. It cannot be just because of place and venue that you are bringing this resolution to the board, to the AGM. That's my observation, Mr. Chairman.
Okay. I will honor that, whatever. Let me just, as company secretary, have a moment. She'll explain.
Distinguished shareholders, thank you very much. Okay, so Mrs. Thorpe, sorry. On the resolution you mentioned, the place and venue. If you go to clause 41, we mentioned that we want to incorporate virtual and hybrid AGMs. So the meaning of the word place goes to location, while venue incorporates both physical and virtual location. That is just the difference. There is no other thing, there is no other intention behind it. While place speaks about the location of the place, that's the use of the word. Venue allows you, when you use the word venue, it means it can be a physical place or it can be virtual, because we are living in a technological, modern world where people hold meetings nowadays virtually or hybrid. So that is just the only reason why the word was incorporated. No other reason is behind it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I think she has made that point clear. Thank you. May I now call upon members to indicate by a show of hands. Those in favor. The madam with the yellow paper. On the left, yes. The madam.
Hello, sir. Saka Kolawole is my name. I so second.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Those for, those are against. Motion carried. Thank you very much.
Maybe this was showing here because it was white.
The next business of the day is to consider and pass the following as special resolutions. That clause 41 of the general meeting clause of the Articles of Association of the company be altered by substituting the words, "The time and place of any meeting shall be determined by the conveners of the meeting, and all statutory and annual general meetings shall be held in Nigeria," with a new clause. "The time and venue of any meeting, whether physical, virtual or hybrid, shall be determined by the conveners of the meeting, and all physical and hybrid statutory and annual general meetings shall be held in Nigeria." Observation.
Chairman, members of the board, I want to use this opportunity to register what have happened here today. I don't know what happened. Since I've been coming to Royal Exchange AGM, the chairman has never allowed me to talk. The same thing happens at Civic Center about 4 or 5 years ago. Today now, I've been raising my hand up to express my mind. You didn't allow me to talk. This act, I feel so cheated, so sidelined, so disenfranchised, and I'm not happy with this act.
I'm sorry, no one is disenfranchising you.
It is intentional. You have been doing it. Yes, you have been doing it.
Not at all, not at all. Not at all.
You call someone beside me, you call someone in front of me.
Yes. No, it's not like that. It is not intentional.
It's not supposed to be so.
Don't take it personally. Huh? Thank you very much. Those in favor? Those against? The resolution carried. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, there was something that Mr. Nono mentioned. Can we please stand 1 minute silence for those among us that has passed? Silence, please. Silence, silence. Utter silence. May the soul of the departed rest in perfect peace. Thank you very much. You're very right. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the formal business of the annual general meeting. I now declare this meeting closed. I thank you on behalf of the board, management, and staff of your company for attending this meeting and showing much interest in the affairs of your company. Can Mrs. Ayodele, Mrs. Kodaisi, please read us closing prayers and well wishes. Please, can you all stand?
Can we please be on our feet as we pray? I pray to Almighty Allah. First of all, I want to thank Him for bringing us this far. We are here when the COVID started, and we are still here after the COVID. We should give glory and thanks to Almighty God. May His name be praised. God Almighty, we thank you for today's meeting that has gone peacefully and with a lot of understandings from the shareholders and the board and the regulators. We give glory and thanks to your name. God, we have finished the meeting and we are about to go to our different homes and destinations. May you take preeminent control of our journey back home. All our loved ones that we left at home this morning, nothing bad, we pray, should happen to them. As we leave them in peace, we meet them in peace. Glory be to God Almighty. I pray for Royal Change in particular. By next year, thereabout, God will take us from this level we are as of today and take us to a better and much higher level. In the mighty name of Allah. A'udhu billahi minash shaitani rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Inna atayna al-kasar fasalli li rabbika wanhar inna shani'aka huwal abtar. Amen. 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 Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifuna wa salamu ala al-mursalin walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Amen.
Mr. Chairman, good afternoon. I'm not happy. Like my brother said, I'm not happy. Because you don't know that you have to be thinking of the future. Hello.
Nigerian name.
Chairman, you have to be thinking